So I recently played through the first Resident Evil recently. The game is not really what I expected. Alright, so I've played through the remake before, and I've gotten through a few hours of that game, but that game just felt so tedious. I just dropped it. I gave it like a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I just couldn't continue playing with it. But that hunger for Resident Evil is always within me. I've played through the remake of the second game, played through the fourth game a long time ago, and I just love this world. I just want to jump into this world so bad. So why not? Let's just hop into the original. I have the CRT just for retro games. So I just wanted to jump right in and just play the first game and see how I feel going back to the original. After finishing the game, the one word that popped into my head, surprisingly, was cozy. Now, for this playthrough, I decided to play as Jill. Now, the game doesn't tell you this, but playing as Jill means that you're playing on the easy difficulty. So the game is easier, and since it was easier, there was just a little less stress when you're playing the game. The game's got their scary moments, don't get me wrong, but everything was still way more manageable. And later, I'll talk about the Chris playthrough for a little bit. So there I was playing Resident Evil 1, and I'm just confused as to why did it feel so cozy? Why me sitting in my office, playing on my desk, playing on this CRT, why did it feel so cozy? And it's the first part of that sentence. It's the CRT TV. I got this for free. Best investment I've ever made. Now, people are spending big bucks on this thing. Big bucks. And sometimes you just go onto one of those marketplaces and be like, here, you gotta search just for TV. There will be some older person that is just trying to get rid of their old TV to get some plasma screen, and there I was ready to scoop up this bad boy before it went to a landfill or before a scalper starts selling it for like $100. I am a late Gen Z, so that means I'm kind of this weird in between millennials and like and the younger Gen Z that are just kind of like super brain rot on TikTok. Like there was this fine point in time where I got to experience CRTs, which I played a lot of my childhood games on, and then also transition over to plasma. So I had the benefit of nostalgia. Just playing on the CRT TV. The only thing this is meant for is to play retro games. So I was locked in playing this game, and it washed over me the sense of I'm just playing this game. It's just me and Resident Evil, and there's nothing else in the world. It really brought me back to a simpler time. Speaking of simplicity, it's a PS1 game, all right? Chunky graphics, like no detail. The game fits perfectly for the TV to really transport me into this zen state of mind of like, hey, life sometimes is simple. Sometimes all a boy needs is a old ass TV and an old ass video game to feel calm in this chaotic world. Like, I'm not looking at any of these zombies in this game and being scared, all right? Technology has moved so far ahead that what used to be scary is now super outdated. It's like two potatoes talking to each other over here. So if a slow ass potato can walk towards me, I'm not gonna be scared. I'm just like, oh, that's just an obstacle. I'm gonna just walk out of the way. And speaking of graphics, the lighting of the game. Look at how this mansion is lit. It is like a Broadway musical. Like I'm ready for a theater kid to jump out at any point and just surprise me with a dance number real quick. Like, yes, there are some other parts that are not as bright white neon like sign in your face, but the whole game, more often than not, is very well lit, so you can see what is happening at all times. And the beauty of these retro games is that they're very simple. It's a survival horror, but it's mostly a puzzle game. Grab the thing, drop it there. Grab the thing, drop it there. So there's no fear of like, oh, like I really gotta rack my brains to figure something out. It's just a perfect way to just kind of unwind at the end of the day of like, yeah, the game's kind of scary, but I can put square block in square hole, no problem. I don't have to memorize 16 different combos and debuff an enemy and then maybe find a good place to gank and other gaming lingo I can't think of right now. If you've heard my thoughts on action games, is that I'm not that smart. I'm very dumb. Like action games where they need you to memorize combos for flourishes and too many button prompts, my brain starts shutting down. I jumped right in. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what the game wants from me, and that it's so beautiful. The only thing difficult about the game is that it's hard for me to control. The tank controls is a little hard to get used to, and I still can't really aim super well, so I'm like running into walls all the time. But that's the only thing. Everything else is just so second nature for a person that's like me, that's been playing games for a very long time. So it's not like I have to learn a whole new gaming mechanic and system. It's just learn how to walk, and that's pretty much it. I can shoot, I can press one button to grab an item and press the same button to drop the item. For enemies, all you gotta do is just break their ankles. You just have them go this way, and then you go around them. You just do. That's me with a basketball going right past people. The beauty of the 1996, I forgot there's little fuzzies when you touch CRT TVs. The beauty of the 1996 version is that the enemies don't respawn after you kill them. Unlike in the remake, you have to shoot them, and when they're down, you gotta get lighter fluid and then a lighter to light them up. Just the extra steps. Yes, it makes the game more interesting, and you have to think about it a little more, and there's more risk and reward, because which zombie you're gonna kill, which one is the most like annoying to you. And that's what really made me enjoy this game so much more, is that I didn't have to make those hard decisions. It was just a nice little walk in the park. You just shoot a zombie and then they're dead and then they're gone. Now, if you want excitement, that could sound kind of boring, but for me, I really enjoyed it. Now I didn't know this, but with Jill, at least on the version I played, the GOG PC version, she gets unlimited saves. I didn't know that until I tried playing Chris's storyline, and I realized I have to collect ink ribbons to be able to save. Now that adds a whole new level of stress that I didn't have to experience, which was really nice and why I think this game is pretty cozy. I saved 40 times in my 7-hour run. So it's just anytime I grab something important, I just save. It's not that far of a run back. It's a very unpunishing game system. They'll even try to trick you because you'll walk into a certain room. The soundtrack is attached to that room. So no matter if there's a zombie or not, the soundtrack will still play. They're trying to, it feels like they're trying to trick me into thinking there's danger. But once I killed all the zombie in the home, there's no more zombies in the home. This whole thing is just a cake. It's just a mansion now. There's nothing inside. I'm perfectly safe. So you go into the room and you hear the soundtrack, but what you really gotta be listening for is the and you hear that one noise enough, and it's kind of like you hearing your parents yell. Like you hear it so much that it just becomes like white noise to you, because they're just like you're like yeah, just show your face, let me see where you're at, and I'll do the Pythagoras theorem and try to get around you somehow. The fact that you can go into a room, hear an enemy, and it puts you into alert real quick. Just be like, okay, assess the situation, see where my exits are, where I gotta go, and then just figure out how you're gonna get out of this room. It's like a little escape room with every room with an enemy. Except in this escape room, you got a gun to help you. And man, the acting in this game, it is grade A B movie schlock. Grade A B movie, campy horror movie acting, and is perfect. It just really disarms you. Like, can you really be scared of, oh no, a monster, it's a monster, what is that? Like the stupid pause between each sentences just kills any tension that there were. The tension that's built in the game is not from the story, but from the enemies that you meet. Giant spiders, lizard people, goblins and ghouls in the game. Like that's the creepy thing. And not even them themselves, because again, potato graphics, but it's the fact of what they can do. Some run really fast, some are just creepy like spiders, and some climb on walls, but I'm not gonna show that, spoilers. I don't think I've ever played a game where the boss fights can just jump out on you. Like you just don't expect it. It just happens. There'll be times where I'll just walk through a hall, I'll see a bunch of health pickups, and I'm like, oh, of course, there's gonna be a boss fight coming up. That's the reason why they're giving me ammo and health. Nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. Some rooms just have ammo, and some rooms just have 4 green herbs for no reason. I mean, the reason is to stock up on your supply, but there was no enemy, no huge group of enemy, no bosses that are in the next room following that. It's just there to help you out on their journey. And then you'll walk into a random room, and next thing you know, a giant ass spider is coming to get you. I don't know why, but like the boss fight in this game reminds me of like walking in on your uncle naked. It just catches you off guard, you know? You're just walking through this home, and then you accidentally open the wrong door, and then you see your uncle like flossing his cheeks with a towel. You know, I think just because this is a PS1 game, and everything that comes with it is just cozy. Grab a key, unlock a door. If there's a zombie, with like 3 shots of a bullet, that zombie is going down. With the Jill playthrough, by the end of the game, I had so much ammo for everything. Because I was trying to play like a survival horror, but once the switch turned where I'm like, oh, I can just unload on fools and I'll have no repercussion. I'll have plenty of ammo left. Once you remove both survival and horror from the game, all you have left is just a action puzzle game. It's like Blueprints with zombies. And you know, just running through the entire home over and over and over again, you get accustomed to it. And especially once you start killing the zombies, you're just kind of running through the halls doing your little puzzles. All right, now throw away any resemblance of the word cozy when you're playing with the Chris playthrough. After playing Jill, I got a little cocky. All right, I got a little arrogant. All right. I came in expecting a cozy, I'm expecting to own fools, but what I got was survival horror. Well, first off, I knew I was in trouble when I opened up my menu and I realized I didn't have a gun. Jill had a gun, starting off right away. I didn't have a gun. What's up with that? And now I gotta collect ink ribbons to save? No more unlimited saves? And the next thing you know, I go into a room I know fairly well. I was dodging these zombies all the time. I know there were 2 in there. Now there's 3? There's 3 zombies in that room? Now 3 zombies is not that bad. 3 bullets each, that's 9 bullets. Okay, that's not so bad, but it does not take 3 bullets. Okay, this, I don't know if this is fact or not, but from what I've experienced, it takes a minimum of 5 bullets to take those zombies down. And that's if they go down for the count. And I could not find an ink ribbon for so long. There's one right at the beginning at the staircase, but the game doesn't tell you that. So I'm running around doing all these puzzles I've done before, just kind of going through the motions, and I've gotten a lot done. 30 minutes into a run maybe, and I'm like, but I need a save. Like, I gotta go to bed, man. Like, what's happening? Like, I just did so much. I can't die now. Chris has like 2 less inventory slot than Jill, and oh man, was I out of pain. Because now I'm at a place where my inventory is full. I need to pick up a puzzle piece, but my inventory is full. So you have to make the decision. Am I gonna run all the way to a safe point to then drop it off, going past zombies that I can't kill because I'm out of ammo, risking losing health and wasting time and maybe dying, or maybe I just eat the health potion that I have right now just to empty out that slot. Yeah, I ate the green herb. I ate the green herb because I'm actually way too lazy to run all the way across the mansion again just to put stuff away and then run all the way back and grab the stuff and less inventory, more health for the enemies, less resources. Did I ever say less inventory? It doesn't matter. The point is the game is just way harder. But at the same time, I have the trump card here because I've already played this game. So the reason why this game is still cozy, even though I'm playing with Chris, there's a little more excitement, but I know how this show goes. I know what to get, where to get it, and my path there. I know where enemies are coming. I know how many enemies there will be. Oh, roughly. Maybe I'll just add 1 into every area. So the horror factor is still not really there. Now it's just more survival than anything. So that's been my experience playing through Resident Evil 1. Do you guys feel it too? Do you guys feel the coziness of this game? Or is it just me feeling just real nostalgic and just too dumb to be scared? I'm just like really excited to start playing the second game. My goal is to play through the entire series of Resident Evil. That is my goal. I don't know what the time frame is gonna be, but I eventually want to talk about every single mainline game and maybe some spin-offs on this channel. That is my goal. So that is all the reasons why I think Resident Evil 1 1996 version is a cozy game. Now, is that just because I'm weird? Or is that a thing that is common between all the other Resident Evil fans? Let me know. The video's ending, but if you want the party to keep continuing, you can click on whatever YouTube thinks you'll like right here, and you can watch that video. All right. My name's been Eric Ta. Thank you.
My name's been Eric Ta. But right now, something else.
You can call me Jill Valentine.